Hey guys, it's Alex here from Workshop 12. And today, allow me to introduce the beautiful Workshop 12 Tesla style display all-in-one unit for the Nissan 370. This unit will fit for 2009 to 2020 Nissan 370s, and it supports the full-blown navigation version with auto climate control, as you can see at the bottom here, and the non-nav manual climate control, as you can see down here. We're going to be going through what the cables are today, what's in the box so you know what you will expect, and where all the connections connect to the back of our unit. In today's episode or today's video, we're not going to be doing a full installation video as we don't have a vehicle and it's a little bit cold outside here in Canada, in Toronto. That being said, this bald guy will stop talking and let's jump right in. So first, when you open the box, you can't help but notice the beautiful Tesla style display for your Nissan 370. And let's talk about the beautiful hefty specs that this unit comes with. Both of the Nissan 370s non-nav and nav version will have the same exact specs. 12.1 inch IPS panel display, as well as 8 gigs of RAM, 8-core processor, 256 gigabytes of internal storage, and wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and of course, Android 13 software. That being said, in the box, we're gonna start off with going through the non-navigation manual climate control, as the fully nav version is, for the lack of better words, a little bit more complicated. We'll get there, you'll understand. Okay, so taking a quick look at what you get in the box. Of course, with all of our Tesla style screens, we will be getting complimentary packing tools. We don't charge you guys any extra for plastic trim tools. That being said, in here, you're going to notice a few cables. And of course, this is starting off with the non-nav manual climate control, okay? And the first thing you're gonna get is the main stereo harness. Quite simple. You got your main plug here to get the audio and all that stuff to work. And then you also have your FM, AM antenna. And then you have a backup trigger wire for a reverse camera. And you have an amp turn-on wire for those that do have the BOSE amplifier. If you do have the BOSE amplifier for your, of course, non-nav manual AC, you will connect this amp C wire to the ones with the RCA where you see an amp continued wire, so amp C to amp C, and you're gonna just connect these to get the audio to work, as if you do not connect this blue wire, it will not power on your BOSE amplifier. That being said, since I'm holding this, we'll talk about the RCAs. With both of these units, you will get RCAs for aftermarket stereo, aftermarket speakers, as well as aftermarket subwoofer. The green one here will be your sub out. You just need to get a Y splitter. You'll get a male to 2 female Y splitter where you'll be able to connect directly your RCAs for your amp, for your subwoofer. And then you also have your audio out, and you have a video out, as well as your mic for an aftermarket mic on here. Then you also have a SIM card tray for those that do wish to have data. If you do want to have internet access, you can go to Mint Mobile and get yourself a data plan, or you can go to T-Mobile or any other carrier. I know on our previous units, AT&T and Verizon have given us a little bit of trouble with compatibility and support on some of our devices. So we never usually recommend AT&T or Verizon, but I mean, you could always give it a try. Just don't be shocked if it doesn't work. If not, then Mint Mobile is the way to go. Unlimited data, 15, 20 bucks a month, and you're good to go. I know what you're thinking. Can I not hotspot my phone's internet? Absolutely, you can definitely do that as well. If you wanted to hotspot your phone's internet, you can do that directly onto the unit here to be able to have internet access. Just keep in mind that you will not be able to use your wireless CarPlay or your wireless Android Auto, as wireless CarPlay or wireless Android Auto does work through Wi-Fi, and you can only be connected to one Wi-Fi source at the same time. So you'll have to kind of pick and choose kind of what you want, but you'll also be able to switch between them. That being said, we talked about these two. You have your GPS antenna, which is the square one, and then you have your LTE antenna, which is the rectangle one, and then you have this cable here to connect your camera as well. And then you have also 2 USB ports. These 2 USB ports can be fished to the glove box or anywhere by your knees or passenger, or you can even, I don't know, anywhere. There's no particular way of putting the USBs, but these USBs are important to be connected for a few reasons. One, you get to have external storage. I mean, this device does have 256 gigabytes of storage, so I mean, maybe not for that, but if you had a USB with movies or music that you want to be able to quickly transfer, or if you get, I don't know, you need to transfer a file from your email to a USB flash drive, you'll be able to use it essentially like you would on a regular laptop or computer. So we do like that. On top of that, any software updates can be made through here for any bug fixes or anything like that as well. So that's important to be connected. So that is it for the manual climate non-nav version of the 370. I'm going to go quickly and connect the wires at the back here just to show you where each plug goes, and then we'll move on to the the navigation version of the Nissan 370. Okay guys, starting off with the RCAs, okay? These RCAs are going to be connected back here. Now keep in mind, every plug can only fit to one designated spot, so if it doesn't fit, don't force it, okay? And pay attention to where it all connects. So this first one is gonna connect up here. And then we have the camera wire, which will connect. That's where the RCA is going to go to, right over here, this one here. Then the 2 USB ports, one is going to fit here. This is where the 2 USB ports are going to connect to, right next to each other there. And then you have your main power. Of course, the black plug here is going to connect to the big port here on the side. And then the FM AM antenna, which is like the guitar looking thing, is going to be connected right over here. So you can see there where I have things connected. So we have the FM AM antenna here. And then of course the main power one, which would be this black one here, okay? And then the last 2 cables that we need to connect will be your GPS antenna. So all you got to remember is that the GPS antenna is the square one. And then back here it says there are 2 threads. One says GPS and the other one says 4G. So that way you'll know exactly where it goes. So the square one is the GPS. So we're just going to screw that on straight to the GPS one. And then the rectangle is the 4G LTE antenna. So we'll just screw that right on there. And then there you go. You have your GPS over here. Over here GPS, and then your 4G LTE is over here. So people always ask and wonder, Alex, where do we put the the GPS or the LTE antenna? Do we have to mount it on the roof? No, absolutely not. All you need to do is you can remove the adhesive and either stick it by the fans or anywhere a little bit on the higher side of the dash there, but like inside, like behind the unit here. You don't have to have it exposed. And then that's it, nice and easy. Or some people have mounted them directly to the back of our unit, kind of like similar to this here. So just kind of having it like that. But I'll be honest with you, I just, not my favorite. I don't like having antennas pretty much touching anything on metal or anything like that. But there we have it. This is the connections on the back of the non-navigation manual climate. And now we will talk about the wiring of the nav version. Let's take a look at what you can expect in the box for the nav version auto climate. Let's start off with some of the wiring. So the first thing I need you to do is not panic, because yes, there are a gazillion wires. The reason I say not to panic is because when you shop with Workshop 12, you're not just buying the quality that you are expecting, but you're also getting the customer support that you deserve. With every single product that you purchase from Workshop 12, it comes with an unlimited lifetime support of this product, which actually means that you and me, being the bald guy from our YouTube channel, we get to go on a video call, and I get to sit there with you and literally go through every wire and walk you through all of the installation process so we can get you to enjoy this product as much as we enjoy it. That being said, let's take a look. The first thing to note is that you're gonna have 3 harnesses. And no, you're not gonna need all of them. It depends on the variation and the trim that your 370 comes with. If it comes with the BOSE, if it's like the convertible or whatnot, there's so many different variations. So depending on the variation that your vehicle comes equipped with, you're only gonna need the harness that you need for yours. That being said, we have here, all of the 3 harnesses are pretty much similar in terms of the connections. So you have all of the white plugs are gonna be all of the plugs that will connect to the back of our unit, like inside your dash. And then we have the main power plug that connects at the back of our unit. And then you have the SIM card tray here for LTE or 4G internet. But then you also have your cam video in RCA. And then you have the other RCAs here that you also, you have the other harnesses here. These harnesses are honestly, guys, pretty straightforward in terms of the wiring and where they kind of plug into. And I can show you guys exactly where everything goes once we are inside a vehicle. And I can actually go and tell you where every plug is. So stay tuned for that full installation video on our YouTube channel. That being said here, you have your CAN bus decoder here as well. And then this one here already has the BOSE amp already connected directly to these RCAs, so you'll be able to get that. And then the same thing, pretty much similar to the NAV manual climate of the Nissan 370. The wiring is pretty much identical in terms of the RCAs, the SIM card tray, and then as well as the SIM card tray, the RCAs, the FM, AM antenna, and things like that. So don't stress out too much about the 3 different harnesses, guys. We'll talk about that once I'm in a vehicle and be able to get you guys to see where every plug goes. That being said, we have our GPS antenna here, which is the square one. We have our LTE antenna for your SIM card to receive signal. We have the 2 USB ports here as well. And then this cable here is to retain the USB that's either underneath the armrest. So if you have a trim that comes with that USB port, you'll be able to retain that right on here. And then you also have your camera plugs. So depending on the variant that your vehicle is, you have 3 different camera plugs. All you really need to know is, first of all, which one fits with the one that you have in your vehicle. And then you need to just simply grab this RCA and connect it to this one here, which is going to be the one that connects to the back of our unit, so you can actually get the footage to appear onto the display. In terms of the connections at the back of the unit, guys, it is literally identical to the non-NAV manual climate, except that the other 2 little spots might be just taken up, but in reality it is exactly the same. The only other difference is the CAN bus. So for the one that doesn't have the CAN bus here, for the CAN bus, you would just simply connect this white one right in here. So this white plug will connect on here. On all of our harnesses, we'll have a plug that connects to it. So I'm not gonna go into crazy detail on this kit just yet, just because of the fact that I wanna be able to do it in a vehicle, doing the installation, where you guys can follow step by step on the whole install. Just kind of wanted to show you what you will be expecting, just so you guys get an idea. That being said, guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. You can give us a call or send us an email, and someone on our team here will be more than happy to help you. That's it for now, guys. We're super excited and can't wait for you to get your hands on it. Bye for now.